besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vee, and for today's video I'm gonna be following Maitreyi Ramakrishnan's makeup and skincare routine. So this makeup that I have on was inspired by her recent Vogue Beauty Secrets video, and if you want to know how I recreated this look, make sure you stay till the end. Also, before we move forward, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upload from me. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, so we're gonna start off with a bare face like Maitreyi.
Hi, I'm Maitreyi, and I'm gonna walk you guys through my everyday skincare routine and then also like a super glam makeup look.
So, funny story, I saw Maitreyi wearing a skincare headband and I was like, oh my god, I have one too. I found this from my closet. So I've never worn this and I just found it for this video. Just to do the exact same steps like her. It makes me look like a little girl. Maybe that's why I never wore this.
We're gonna go in with this. So it's just like a regular cleanser, but we're gonna also use a cleansing oil too because
Ooh, bougie. Okay.
I'm all about efficiency. So I like to do two things at once. So I got one of these little scrubbers and I feel like this does a better job of scrubbing my face.
Right now I am sitting in my room and for this we will need to shift to the bathroom. Let's go. Welcome to my luxury bathroom. I put my hair up and I'm really sorry if it's like echoing in here, but I put my hair up because I don't know how these all celebrities can wash their face with all their hair down. I am not so talented. I don't have the exfoliator she was using, but what I do have is this exfoliating brush. I'm gonna be using my normal cleanser that I use. I don't use a cleansing oil because I'm broke. Just kidding. We did not claim that energy here.
Take this one. Put a little less because like it's oil, so. When you're like on set every day for like 14 hours a day wearing some TV makeup, which is a little bit heavier than like I think regular makeup, you gotta really make sure you clean it right.
And also this is a non-foaming cleanser. That is why you're not able to see the soapy bubbles on my face. Like, it is a more moisturizing cleanser, so it feels like you're putting a cream or moisturizer.
My mom always did a really great job of like taking care of my skin and everything, and that's definitely paid off.
I literally look so bad with this headband. Oh my god. Anyway.
Probably from the night before, I have some like mascara residue still there. We're gonna do this.
Hold on. I did not wear makeup yesterday. I don't have any mascara on as well, but we're gonna do it anyway. I used the Garnier micellar whatever. I used this Garnier micellar water to remove my makeup, and this is by far the best makeup remover in town. I am on my third or fourth bottle. I'm not sure, but yeah, I love this. And I'm also gentle around my eye area just because of hydro.
Next up, a hydrating mist.
I don't have a hydrating mist. Moving on.
We got this serum from Epicurious. A little goes a long way. When I'm working, I feel like I'm more strict and like diligent with myself and my skin. When I'm not working, I tend to make excuses and say it's okay, just use a face wipe.
Also, her skin is so pretty. She's definitely a clean girl. I love how her skin looks. So for my skin, I have this Ordinary Niacinamide serum that I use every single day, so I'm just gonna use that. As she said, a little goes a long way.
Also from Epicurious. When I first got my nose ring, I was obviously really sensitive and I did not want to touch it. Now, I wear it all the time. And I have been since I was 16.
For moisturizer, I'm just gonna use this CeraVe moisturizing lotion, which is for normal to dry skin because I have a really dry skin.
We're gonna do some eye cream. I really do like doing my skincare. I think after a long day on set, I don't enjoy starting to do it, but once I do it, I'm like, that was a good choice.
I don't have an eye cream either. You know what? I'm just gonna use my moisturizer as my eye cream because I don't know if I saw this in a video or I read about it, but eye cream is just a usual moisturizer, but it has more oil as compared to the moisturizer. Don't quote me on this. I'm just gonna use this. Also, I'm looking here because my mirror is here.
Sunscreen time. I rarely ever use sunscreen too because I never went to the beach because I can't swim. I was very much so an indoors kid that played on her GameCube.
Fun fact, I never wore sunscreen. I know, not good for the skin. And I've only started wearing sunscreen 1 year ago, maybe less, I don't know. But yep, as Maitreyi, I don't know how to swim. And there wasn't a beach where I lived in India. I lived my whole life without wearing sunscreen and I regret it, of course, yes. But I have started wearing sunscreen. I never, ever go without wearing a sunscreen. And you should wear your sunscreen. And I use this Neutrogena Ultra Sheer with SPF 110, and also I love this sunscreen because it doesn't leave a white cast like most of them.
Now it's time to move on to makeup. I'll just take off this headband.
No, she's doing her makeup without the headband. Okay. I don't like having my hair in my face when I'm doing my makeup, so I'm just gonna use these. Perfect.
So we got Milk over here with their Hydro Primer.
So I'm gonna be using this NYX HD Studio Photogenic Primer. I don't usually use a primer. I think they don't really do much for my skin. Now I know why I never used that primer.
It's always so hard to like color match as a woman of color. I'm actually gonna use two different foundations. This one is from Pure. This gives me better coverage. This one is from Armani, and this one gives me more of like the right tint. I, being the Tamil Canadian person that I am, I'm not Indian. A lot of people assume that I'm Indian. My parents were from Sri Lanka. They were born in Sri Lanka. Tamil is my culture.
Yeah, I really thought she was South Indian as well.
It is hard to like get makeup sometimes. I, though, am very cognizant of the fact that I have the privilege of makeup artists who really helped me find my match. Before makeup artists in my life, it would be me walking into a store and praying I get a sales rep that was nice enough to actually care.
Story time. I only ever started wearing makeup after 21, 22, I think. So basically after I came to Canada. So I went to Shoppers Drug Mart. The lady working there was so nice. She was so patient. Came to me and asked, "Can I help you with something?" She was so kind enough to find my shade. Brought every single shade that she thought will match my skin tone. Did like a test pad. And finally, we found the perfect shade. For my foundation, I actually usually go with my concealer before because I use like a darker shade concealer for all the dark areas on my face first and then go with a lighter shade of foundation. But we're gonna follow Maitreyi and do whatever she's doing. But I'm gonna be using full coverage matte foundation, just like her. Maybelline Superstay 30R foundation.
Most of my makeup tips and makeup hacks have all been from my grandma. My grandma's a baddie. She taught me how to do like eyebrows, the importance of doing your top eyeliner, not just your bottom, like waterline. It's so important to me though that like my skin stays my skin. I don't want to have like white cast over my face or like anything like that. I want to make sure that it looks like me. Very thankful for my mom and my grandma for the way that they raised me because many South Asian people were told don't go out into like the sun, don't go play outside in the sun, you're gonna get darker and that's a bad thing. My parents, my grandparents, like they never did that. And hopefully, like, moving forward, other, like, young little South Asian kids and just kids of color have that experience, because colorism is fucking whack. NARS Concealer. This is the go-to brown girl concealer, I think, because it just gives you great coverage.
I'm gonna be using my Fit Me concealer because I've heard this is an exact dupe for the NARS concealer.
I don't do the whole sweep. I learned that from TikTok, mainly because, like, I don't want this part of my face to be like a whole different lighter shade. I'm happy with a little bit of eye bags action. So I just go in to brighten up the corners and brighten out the outside. When it comes to my brows, I just sort of wing it. I've been going to the same hairstylist back home in Canada since I was born, my go-to gal, and she also does my brows. First step, we're gonna comb them out. Though, now that I am in the middle of filming, I like to make it a point that I don't prim proper my eyebrows, because I don't really like Davey having prim proper eyebrows. I try to do very little because I've seen some past photos of me, like when I was in high school, and they were chunky, like they were heavy. So I don't want to go back there. Davey too, we do a little bit of eyebrow filling, we keep it light. I like to just keep her au naturel. You know, we don't really do a lot of like eyeshadow looks unless it's like date night with Paxton or time for a winter dance. Brow gel time. This is from Kosas. It's time for eyes. I love doing eye makeup. Okay, first up, we're gonna do some concealer again.
Again. Oop, oop. Slow down there, girl. Little bit more concealer on the eye. That's way too much.
All right, really quickly, we're gonna go in with this KVD eyeshadow primer.
I don't have an eyeshadow primer.
You just put this on your lid with your finger, and it's gonna make your lid a little like sticky and to all the eyeshadows. So this is the palette we're gonna use. There's just some really nice shades in
The palette that I'm gonna be using is from Cara Beauty, and she said she's using a shade which is orange soda, and I'm gonna use the orange shade actually.
there. I personally like the orangey brown tones. First, orange soda. Oh, I got some fallout. But it's fine, because you know why? You just beauty blender concealer up that shit. Like, the last shade we're gonna use is Cypress Umber. I think my first interaction with makeup goes back to me being in grade 10 in high school and doing the school musical. Because I was in the cast and they were like, you gotta do makeup. And it was, you know, Footloose, and it was 80s themed, of course. I made the choice to do a red lip for my character. I looked like a clown, but I felt good. Another reason why I went with the red lip was because the guy that I liked, I knew he liked red lipstick. So as you can see, I brought it up a little bit just to like try to make it sharp. I also brought a little bit of it into the waterline. And then now we can go in with concealer, because you just don't wanna, I don't want clumpy lumps of eyeshadow.
Surprisingly, I don't have any fallout. Yeah, I don't think I need any extra concealer.
Next up, eyeliner. We're gonna just go with the pencil. Urban Decay, just the darkest shade. Now, I use this for the waterline on the top and the bottom. Key for on the top. It makes your eyes just...
How am I supposed to... Wait, okay. No, I don't want to ruin my makeup. How am I supposed to do that? Why are you being so dramatic? I will have to hold my eyelid.
So now we're gonna go into the inner part and avoid the middle. I feel like if you do the full way, that's a little much, and it like closes off your eyes when you want your eyes to be like big and bright, right? It's time for the wing liner. So I use NYX Epic Ink Liner.
For my eyeliner, I'm gonna be using this Revlon Color Stay.
You wanna follow the curve of like this, like the bottom of your waterline, so it also goes up. one little last step. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this right here. Do you see that like gap? We're gonna fill it in. We're gonna fill it right in. This is so key. So freaking key. We're gonna go with the shade Glistening. Always do your inner corner. It is a game changer.
I don't like doing my inner corner because I don't like how it looks on me. Of course we're doing it.
First up with the lashes. KVD lash primer. I discovered this by accident. I thought it was mascara. It was not. It like curls your lash and does half of the work an eyelash curler does. Mascara time. This is YSL's mascara.
I do not have a primer, as you might have guessed, but I use this Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara.
This is some policies from Huda Beauty. Pro tip, never put lash glue on with the lashes facing you. Like, you don't want that happening because now you're gonna get glue all over the lash. My go-to music while I do my makeup are a bunch of anime opening soundtracks and closing soundtracks. Bam! Who doesn't love lashes? Charlotte Tilbury blush. I like that it has like a little highlighter in the middle and then the color outside. We're gonna take a nice blush brush.
For my blush, I'm gonna be using my all-time favorite, the BH Cosmetics palette. They do have a lot of shade, but I only ever use blush. Alright.
This is very influenced by like TikTok, social media, and just seeing people do tutorials of like what works for their face and how they achieve that. But when it comes to like red carpet looks and whatnot, I really like a lot of different aesthetics. I like to sometimes do like something really classy, but sometimes I want to do something more edgy or whatever. But my one thing is that it'll always be consistently smart. I don't dress like I didn't think about it. It's something that I care about, something that I'm